Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, except those who drive a Tesla. Welcome to the Thrillers Global podcast. Got a lot to get through today. We got some exciting stuff, good news for Olympiakos. Got some Ethniki stuff to get through, but before any of that, please welcome my co-host, Liam. How are we?
Hello, CJ. Lots to talk about today.
Lots to talk about looking like a hooligan, mate.
Yes, I'm part of the Gate 7 Ultras, that's why.
There you go, mate. Christos won't be able to join us tonight. He's off in Turkey with the Galatasaray fans. So he says hello for everyone. Also, stay tuned for the end. Christos has sent me some notes with the recent news for Olympiakos. So I'll get to read them out later. And we got some questions in.
Christos sends you notes.
Well, like, not notes, but his ideas on some things. He has some comments he wants to say, so I have to read it. Not notes. He sent them as notes to me. So
sure. When's he back from Turkey? He's next week, yeah?
He's going to visit Glassy Rodriguez.
He's seen his family, I heard, and he's coming back.
I think you offended a country there rather than just... Anyway, before we get into the big news, which everyone already knows, but let's touch up here. Olympiakos absolutely smacked Lamia 4-0. Goals coming from Chasuras, Fortounis, an own goal by Vassilanotopoulos.
You're Greek and you can't pronounce it.
I read that as Vasilopita for a second, that's why. And El Kabi in the 90th minute is found some form as well. Masura's third goal in the season. Let's talk about him for a second, Liam. He's picked up some form. He's looking good. He looks happy. He looks fit. Yeah. What do you reckon?
The old Masuras, like the original Masuras, is back. He even scored that banger in the Europa League first leg, which I think started all, but obviously he was just offside against Chukaritski, where he took that amazing touch and volleyed it in. That was a great goal. Obviously, it was just offside, unlucky. But since that moment, man, he's been playing really well. He's been playing some really good football in the league and in the other Europa League match, which he obviously scored in as well. So, but other Masuras, he's playing well this season. Can't fault him.
Yeah, he looks like the nice old Masuras that we know and love. When Pedro Martins was in charge, even when he was killing Chasuras, he wasn't great on the ball, but man, he got in behind with the pace, always found a goal, beautiful or ugly. He was there scoring. So, I mean, if he could produce that for the season, then I've got no complaints here. It's good to see El Kabi scoring as well. But we'll dig into the striker situation a bit later on. Fortounis as well, man. He's absolutely he's massive for us this year. Absolutely massive. But like we got to talk about the absolute domination here. So 73% possession to 27%. 18 shots to their 7. Man, we are looking absolutely... I don't want to Matiasi it or anything like that. We're looking good. We got a comment here.
Yes, we're doing this.
Thanks for joining, Dionisi. Masuras, Fortu, Suarez, Messi tells me differences.
Say the difference between Messi, Fortounis, and Masuras, Fortounis, and Suarez, Messi. Then he parted the fora. There's no difference between them. They're about the same level now. Well, obviously Masuras and Fortounis are playing really well together at the moment. The combination is ridiculously good. I guess it's probably the best of these last few games. It's probably the best little duo that we've had for a while, since maybe the Valbuena PODENCE days. So it's gone well.
Yeah, well, Fortuni...
Did I mention PODENCE a bit too early?
I think we all knew that. But Fortunis had 82% accurate passing that game. Masuras with 68%. Yeah, man. Fortunis is absolutely key this year. Hopefully not Htipaksilo. Nothing happens. He finished with a 9.5, so I tell you what, it's also good to see that the whole thing with the Ethniki Omada, he obviously retired, hasn't played too much of an effect on him. He's happy to focus on club football, happy to focus on Olympiakos. So it's just absolute elite mentality from the guy. So, you know. Ayub El Kabi finding the net, however, 94% accurate passing. So we've seen that in a few games, actually, especially in the Europa League. Even though it's not really his fault. He's not really getting the chances he likes, but he's holding up the play absolutely well. He wins the aerial duels, man. The guy's an absolute unit. Dionisi, another comment here. Half of Piraeus exploded 7 in the morning when PODENCE landed. Liam, I don't know if you saw the video when he walked out of the airport.
Yeah, I did see it.
Fans,
mate,
absolutely
so
buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Dionisi, are you from Piraeus? Did you go to the celebrations? Yeah, I saw the videos. It looked crazy.
Mate, I'm so stoked. Well,
we'll talk about PODENCE in a second, but yeah, the 4-0 obviously huge win. We're looking very good in the league, as we said before off stream. And yeah, like you said, AEK hasn't really improved their squad too much, so we definitely are title contenders this year, 100%. I think it's going to be a close year, man. We're playing really good football. Panathinaikos looks like a good squad. Obviously, AEK will obviously still be strong. PAOK, they lost this week, but they were looking pretty good up until this point. So yeah, it's gonna be a good season for Greek football. But yeah, we're playing really good at the moment, and like you said, with all the stats, Martinez ball is going along nicely so far. It's early stages, but we're playing really well, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely. Just with the AEK thing that you just said, yeah, I watched the legs with the Champions League playoffs. They left their attacking game a bit too late, if I'm honest with you, in the second leg with Roy. But I don't feel they've strengthened this squad that well. They're obviously still a good team. They're going to be super competitive in the league, especially we have them after the international break on the 17th. Yeah. So it's going to be a tough game. However, Olympiakos are looking really good this year. I think Panathinaikos look a bit more steady than AEK at the moment. And I'm just talking as an advocate for Greek football at the moment. It's really concerning what's happening with AEK because they got an absolutely shocking group. They got such a difficult group in the Europa League.
It is. And I think that's a good transition to talk about the group stages now.
Yeah.
Also, just before that, we got a comment from Dionisi.
Oh, let's have a look here. Sorry, mate.
Couldn't go sadly, but yeah, I'm like 10 minutes of stay. I'm going to talk to you. Oh.
That was me, Dionisi.
That was you?
Good on you, mate.
Okay. Dionisi, mate, we'll send you, obviously he's from Greece, but we'll send you a message after the podcast. And if you're interested in joining one time or even joining every week, whenever you want, feel free to jump on. You can join in with us because we're looking for another person or two to join in with us. So, and also it'll be good to get a Greek. Maybe we can do a few podcasts in Greek as well. We've been talking about that for a while. But we want to potentially do the podcasts in Greek at least some weeks. So if you're interested, send us a DM after, or we'll send you a DM and we can talk about it. And thank you for the comments and the support.
Thank you for your support, Dionisi. Thanks. Bravo, mate. Bravo.
Yes.
So talk about Europa League. So Group A, Olympiakos, West Ham United, Freiburg, Bachka, Topola. Pretty sure I said that wrong, but they're the Serbian team. Freiburg we met last season. And obviously the tough one's West Ham. Yes. Liam, do you want to share your thoughts on the group?
Oh, it's obviously a tough group. It's going to be hard to get out, but we are Olympiakos. We've got to believe that we can get out because, let's be honest, if we can't get out of this group, obviously we're not a threat for the Europa League. So yeah, well, like all the games are winnable. Like even West Ham, obviously they're a good side. They're playing really good football in the Premier League at the moment. But Akadeskaki, that's a game you shouldn't be expected to lose if you get what I mean. Frankfurt's going to be a tough side. We saw how good they were last year. They absolutely battered us both times. What's it called? But yeah, it's gonna be a tough group. But we can get out. The second spot is probably where we're going to finish if we're going to make it through because it's going to be hard to finish first in this group with the quality. But yeah, second spot. I think that's what we need to aim for. And yeah, as I said, if we're going to be contenders in this competition, we've got to be able to get out of this group. And yeah, I guess at the very minimum, we should definitely get that third spot and go to the Conference League. But I think we want to get out of this group because we've got a good side this year. We can definitely push for round of 16, round of 8 in the Europa League.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. Just on the whole Freiburg thing, I know last season Olympiakos' Europa League campaign was absolute dog shit, to put it nicely. However, the away game, especially against Freiburg, we had them. We had them for the most part, but like, imagine, look what we did at our absolute worst, and now that the team's absolutely riveting with confidence. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It definitely won't be. It's going to be much more competitive than last. The last.
Can I just ask, was Freiburg the last match where Baskalakis turned into like Van der Sar?
Yeah, that was like
our last match. We were winning for most of the match. Yeah, my bad.
They
did dominate us in the second half. They absolutely killed us. But yeah, you're right, 100%.
Yeah, I think we live streamed the watch along for that.
Yeah, that's the only game we've live. We're gonna have to do that again for the West Ham games. That's a huge one.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that was the game. Baskalaki, I want to say
debut. Stripes.
Yeah, I want to say his debut.
He'd already played before. He'd already played before that, but yeah, that was the day that he just. We got another comment from Dionisi.
One thing Freiburg had over us massively last season, side confidence is set pieces. They don't have that anymore. Yeah, they did score off a corner. It's slowly coming back to me.
Yes, I do remember that. That was was it not the equalizer? Was it a free kick? Are you sure it was a corner?
No. Oh gosh, testing my memory. I'm pretty sure.
I remember Baskalakis did a huge save off a free kick. I remember that.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. Well. Yeah,
I still think we can. I think
obviously they're a good side, Freiburg, and it's gonna be difficult. But what's it called? Yeah, we've definitely improved from last year, and they were a really good side last year. I don't know how much they've improved. Dionisi seems to know a little bit, and if they haven't improved much, we definitely can beat them this season.
Well, look, you got to look at the facts as well that even these mid-table teams in Germany absolutely dominate in Europe. Just they look how competitive their league is. I know people take the piss like Farmers League, this and that. Yeah, maybe Bayern run away with it most of the time, but they still have like great teams. Bayer Leverkusen, Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, not so much this year, but
Union Berlin's a bloody good side now as well.
Frankfurt's always been somewhat of a decent team. Mönchengladbach, not so much now, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know who at one stage, Olympiakos is, they run away with 20 points clear halfway through the bloody season. So the last two seasons have been absolutely crucial for Olympiakos, and before these signings, Liam, I wasn't so confident this year, but after these signings and these like handful of performances, and I know it's a marathon, not a sprint, but when you just see the foundations of what a coach is trying to do and it shows so promising already, you can't help but get so confident. And that's exactly what every Olympiakos fan is right now. Like even if Olympiakos was to finish third in that group, Napume, like, it would be like such a... Like, they wouldn't just go out in a game and absolutely get smacked. Like, they would fight. They would fight. And coming third, is just maybe part of the story for us this year because it is still a team in transition. We're still building. I think Olympiakos can push for second. Wouldn't be disappointed with third though, if I'm honest with you. But we'll get into predictions later on after that. West Ham will obviously be the tough games in that group.
Yep.
Don't want to say impossible. I think in England will probably be harder than it would be in Karaiskakis.
Mm-hmm.
How have West Ham started off in the
They've
league?
started very well. I think they have
They've
3
started
wins
well.
or something. From memory, I think they're on 10 points. Could be wrong, but
wow.
I can double check that for you quickly.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah,
But
they are on 10 points. 3 wins and a draw. They've started very well.
Freiburg have 2 wins and a loss. They just lost 5-0 to Stuttgart over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Beat Werder Bremen and Hoffenheim.
Anyways, it's
all up
they're
in
gonna
the
be
air at the
tough,
moment. It's
yeah.
too early to tell, really. Way
Yeah.
too early to tell. So, with that being said, we do have Ajax on the 17th of September. And then our first Europa League game will be on the 21st to Freiburg in the Karaiskaki. So that's going to be a very interesting one.
Yep.
But we'll dig into that when the time comes. And maybe we'll just give our predictions on the group at the end, Liam.
Okay.
I think we should head into transfer talk.
Let's go.
Before
the exciting news. We woke up to some. I had no idea that PODENCE was actually on his way, Christos.
Well,
Christos, CJ.
Oh,
That's an insult to you.
Offended. Well, if anyone here is holding on, I just got a message from Chris. He'll be home in about 10 minutes, and that was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
Chris says he's going to join us, so let's get our rational thoughts out of the way because it's going to change. Mate,
Dionisi, do you know who Christos is, by the way? It could be your future co-host. Sorry, go on, CJ.
Oh wait, we got a comment here from Dionisi, mate, you're killing it tonight. Do you guys think we finally have the correct rotation to face such a rough bunch of matches? Do you want to go first, Liam, or me?
I'm happy to talk. Yeah, what's it called?
Yeah,
I think I wanted to talk about this after the transfers, but I think we have a really good we have really good depth this season now. Something that we've maybe lacked for a while. Since even the 1920 season when we had a pretty good squad, we have a fucking killer squad this year, man. The squad we have, we've got like good replacements, good backups in every position. You think about centre backs, you can swap Doy and Freire, and we've got that Porozo guy on the bench. What's it called? Just like that, without having to worry too much. The full backs is fucking loaded. Left back, we've got the 2 new signings, Ortega, Richards, and the right back we've got Rodinei, obviously Quinny. We've got options everywhere, and we've got Virusai who can play anywhere there as well. We'll look through the midfield. We've got we can't even name all the midfields. We've got so many players, and I thought when we lost Huang, which we'll talk about today, but like when we found out that he was going to go, we're going to be in a bit of trouble because I thought we missed that ball playing sort of 8, and then we've brought in Heze, who's absolutely killing it at the moment, and we can obviously chop and change with Alexandropoulos, and obviously there's others in there, Scarpa and all them. And yeah, we look like on the wings now. We've brought a few signings in, and mate, we've got depth everywhere. And striker, which we were concerned about a few weeks ago, we've obviously bolstered that. It's very good. I think the squad is very good, and I think it's almost we've got too many options almost, and a few players might not get the opportunities that maybe they were brought to have, or when they came here they thought they would have, because we've got so many players and such good depth. But anyways, we'll have to wait and see. But I think yes, we can finally be confident with the squad we have.
You hit the nail on the head, Liam.
You.
Perfectly put. Just want to add to that, we have so much depth this season, and not only do we just have depth, but the quality in the depth, like it's unbelievable. this is on par with the 1920 season, like the squad. I can't decide which one is looking better at the moment. I think we'll let the results speak for themselves when the time comes.
Jeez, we've got the comments flowing through today, man.
Yeah, we got some comments. But yeah, just left back, Ortega, Richards, the centre backs. We got 4 centre backs, 3 right backs, got midfielders and wingers now. Like a few weeks ago, the winger situation was like it was insane. Like we had nothing, and now we have, like you said, Liam, it looks like almost too in depth. Some people won't get the chance, but the good thing about that as well is that a lot of them are young. So it'd be too early to bring them on, but I think they'll get the chance when the time's right. I mean, we're going to have such a busy schedule this year. I mean, especially if we're going to be competitive in Europe, you have games in the Greek League, you have the Greek Cup, and obviously, some of the teams in the Greek League don't want to bag them or anything, but we can afford to rotate the squad. Kai Wenzel, Daniel PODENCE is going to be the CR7. PODENCE.
I think Messi would be the right word. But...
Yeah. Mate, PODENCE absolutely killed it last spell he was there. And it was actually interesting, Liam. One of his interviews, let me get his quote up. He said, I'm in the best shape of my life, and that's the way I wanted to come back here. I wanted to feel sharp and show my quality. So, mate, the guy's absolutely pinging to be back.
Yeah, that's good. That's what you want.
Vrushank Postacoglu.
We love Ange. As Greek Australians, we love Ange, and hopefully one day, maybe he can coach Olympiakos.
Mate, Vrushank, it's good to see you again commenting. Dionisi Ronaldo is the PODENCE of El Nassr.
Correct.
He's coming, mate. Hold on, he's coming. Viva PODENCE right down the wing here. There's had too many V's, mate.
There's a few rumours that Kai Wenzel might be going to Olympiakos Academy soon as well, just so you know.
Yeah, they need a flop in every team, don't they?
Oh.
What?
Oh. Kai Wenzel to Olympiakos.
Continuing on with the transfer talk before the big one. Stefan Jovetic. Montenegro,
Serbia. The brothers, our brothers.
The striker, Stefan Jovetic, signed on a free. Obviously, everyone knows it from his Manchester City. Liam told me to say it, mate. We all know him from Manchester City. He had a spell at Monaco. He's now arrived from Hertha. I think that's where Bukhalakis went. I might be wrong.
Yep. No, Bukhalakis, did he? Anyways.
I think so, somewhere. And yeah, look, man, I'm a bit mixed with this one. I'm a bit mixed with that. We obviously needed a striker. He has a bucket's load of experience. However, he's not coming from like hot form. 7 goals in 40 games ain't crash hot for a striker. But I don't follow the German league. I don't follow Hertha, and I think they're in Bundesliga 2 now. I think, yeah, they're in Bundesliga 2, man. Definitely don't follow that one. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah, my thoughts are, we needed a striker. We got one, and he's bringing a lot of pedigree and experience into the team, so it can't be too bad. Yeah, Liam, what are your thoughts on our boy?
Honestly, man, I honestly don't know. It's an interesting one. I don't know. Obviously, we were talking about bigger names, like we had Luka Jovic coming in at one point and stuff like that. It's I don't have much to say. It's interesting, but I think but I'm not sure whether he's been brought into play as the main striker or if he's going to be the backup striker. And maybe with him coming in, they want to have El Kabi maybe have a run on the wing as well, because obviously El Kabi we know he can play on the wing. I'm confused. I don't fully know why we brought him in. I thought the El Kabi combo was good. It's interesting. We'll just have to wait and see. And like Dionys is saying, Um, what's it called? Yeah, hopefully he does prove us wrong because it is an interesting signing. He's pretty old. That's a quality comment. What's it called? Yeah, what's it called? Hopefully he does prove us wrong because it is very interesting considering his age and who we already have in that
Yeah.
position.
Well, I mean, I think it's just weird because Hassan comes back from injury very soon.
I think Hassan
So
will go. I don't think Hassan's staying, but we'll have to wait and see.
so we'll have four strike. Yeah, I think Hassan will go as well. I don't know. I'm very interested. Yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens with Jovetic. He could absolutely kill it. It could be an absolute chaos. There's only one way to find out. Watch him play. We'll go from there.
Correct.
I think let's talk about Inbum Huang before we get to the big transfer because Inbum Huang is the latest.
Has gone to our brothers.
I don't know if it's like 110% confirmed, but
It is. It is. Red Star confirmed today this morning.
There you go.
It's fully
Inbum
confirmed.
Huang, 5.5 million. And he goes. Off he goes.
Clearly, he wants to play in the Champions League. Obviously, Red Star are in the Champions League. Which, by the way, I don't think Red Star is much better than us, which is very interesting because obviously they're 13th in the UEFA rankings, which means they get a guaranteed one team in the Champions League. So it just goes to show how much Greek football is really formed because we're not that much worse than bloody Red Star and those teams. There, I reckon you put the top three best Greek teams against Red Star, then they're not. Red Star's not any better than the Greek teams, I don't think.
If you want my opinion, Red Star coming last in their group, Champions League.
Yeah. I agree. I saw their group as well, and they've got the group with Salzburg and stuff. Yeah, and is Man City in there?
They got Man City, Young Boys, Salzburg. And Leipzig.
Leipzig. It's not Salzburg.
It's worse than Salzburg.
Yeah, they're in trouble. But anyway, good luck to them. Obviously, Orthodox brothers. We love Red Star. Obviously, Olympiakos brothers. So yeah, hopefully they do well. But yeah.
Did you see his post, Liam?
I did see it, and he was honest with his words as well, which you respect.
Hopefully, Christos joins soon because he wants to share his thoughts on
no.
on Huang's post.
No.
Dionisi Inbum can't stay at law to a team.
Well, I mean, it is kind of true. He only had
to an extent. I mean, look, I just want to say,
he had one season with us.
Yeah, but what example does it set for the players that come into any club, not just Olympiakos, but you come in, chuck up a stink, and get what you want and leave? I know before there were reports before this Red Star deal came in, Huang, all that fuss area happened. Then he came back to Olympiakos saying, "Hey, I'm back in," and they said no. So I don't know. It's such a shame because do you remember when Inbum Huang got subbed off and he would bow to the fans? Like you think, like
he seems like a loyal guy, but
a loyal guy. But like a lot of South Koreans, man, they're just so show so much respect to everyone, anyone, and like you didn't expect this from him. I'm quite surprised. I understand you're a footballer, you want to play in Champions League and you want to reach for the stars. I understand that. And the way he went on about it was poor. When you sign a contract with a club, you can't just get up, chuck up a stink, and out you go. So
yes.
If no one came knocking on the door, I mean, you just stay put for 1 year, and then when your contract's up,
listen,
off you go.
There's one thing I want to say about Huang. Obviously, it's disappointing how it's ended, but we should be thankful we had him last season because there was multiple times where he saved us. Like he was probably one. Well, he probably wasn't one of our best players last year, especially in the Europa League qualifying matches at the start. The amount of times like he saved us, I remember he scored a very important goal. He was dominating those matches. Like that team would have really struggled without Huang last year. So We can talk as much
without a
as we
doubt.
want to say he wasn't loyal, but he did do us a big favour last year, and he helped us stay up, sort of somewhere where we should be. So we have to be thankful for that. But anyways, on the bright side, we got rid of Huang. We brought in Heze, and Heze almost arguably is as good as the player as Huang, and he's much younger. So, you know, that's the bright thing about this.
Not only that, the way the team is now, like Huang doesn't fit in. If I'm being honest,
well,
like the way Muddy come out,
the way Muddy coming out and Heze are playing, he isn't going to get incorrect.
Exactly, and there's one more signing that we made. I keep forgetting his name. Ola Solbakken from Roma. I think he's loaned in.
Yes,
Norwegian.
I think there's an option to buy for 4 or 5 million.
There you go.
Is the PODENCE any option to buy, or is it just a year-long loan?
No idea.
Okay, we'll have to find out about that one. But yeah, I have no idea about this.
I'm not gonna lie.
Norwegian?
I didn't even know PODENCE was a loan. I thought it was a purchase.
No, it was a loan.
Are you serious?
Yep. If anyone knows what the clause is on PODENCE contract, I'm pretty sure it's just a loan. There's no option to buy. But if anyone knows, let us know, because that's something we might have to do a bit of research on. But and yeah, Solbakken, obviously. What position is Solbakken? Is he a winger?
He's a winger.
Yes. What's it called? Well, we've obviously got a lot of options now on the wing, with also Brinic, who we kind of forgot about, who we brought in as well the other week. We've got Biel who can play there. Fortunis can play there, obviously. Masuras, PODENCE now. Vrusai can play there. We've got a lot of players for the wing. So, that was a position we're very concerned about. Masuras, we did mention. That was a position we're very concerned about at the start. And we've got a lot of quality there. And we've even got Scudderpo who can play out there as well. So, yeah, I'm happy with the winging situation. We've probably got a few too many players, if we're being honest.
We'll sort it out, mate.
That's it. You bring in a big squad, you find out the gems, you get rid of the ones that are shit like Bitiki. That's how you play the game in Greece.
Yeah, mate. PODENCE is here to replace Bitiki, mate.
Mate, I don't think PODENCE can live up to his shoes, mate. That's tough. That's a tough role for PODENCE.
Oh no, man. He's got a lot of shoes to fill. He's got Onyekuru. Don't forget
Gary Rodriguez.
Josh Bell. I can't believe we had. He was there for like 5 months. Am I like thinking wrong?
Who? Paolo, he was there for the first half of the season. His loan got terminated.
Oh my god!
I'm just trying to from Dionisi.
I've been trying to search for PODENCE if it's option to buy.
I think he's got the answer. As far as I know, PODENCE did with also left, and he got him on a loan plus. Okay, so there is potentially an option, but it's not known. I'm pretty sure I read that as well, that the contract details isn't fully known as of yet, but it's just been agreed between the two clubs, but they haven't revealed anything. So we might have to wait and see.
We'll keep everyone updated.
Thank you for that, Dionisi.
Well, his market value is absolutely 20 mil. Holy!
I was reading as well. It's the highest market value we've ever had on a player.
Yeah, wowie.
In our current squad, like in the current squad, it's the highest market value we've ever had on a player.
My gosh. Well,
and I believe our market value for our current team at the moment is the highest it's ever been.
Is it?
I believe so.
It's 118.90
it's the highest. I think the highest before this was 99 or something one season.
Oh my god. And that's without 56 bloody players.
Yeah.
Like last time. All right, well, PODENCE is back, if everyone didn't know. Mate, I tell you what, this morning was an absolute roller coaster. So, as everyone knows, hopefully by now, we are in Australia. So, we all wake up at different times. I woke up for work, looked at Instagram, and it said, PODENCE is linked with us. 5 minutes later, it's Olympiakos released the thing. So it was an absolute roller coaster of a morning, because along that was the Jovetic signing confirmed. Mate, we're slowly getting the band back together. Now we need Guilherme and Bruno Gaspar back, mate.
And Simica, and we're good.
Tsimikas and we're good. Bruno, mate. And Halal Sudani. Remember him?
I forgot about Sultani. Oh man. Benzia as well.
Oh, fuck. That game against Red Star when he got the red card. Oh my god.
Nah, man. No, Media was the worst that game though. What was Media doing that game, bro?
He was the worst against freaking Tottenham when we were up.
Oh, bro,
he cost us the game.
Yeah,
Nah,
bro. If we'd won that game, we would have been through as well to the next round of the Champions League, I reckon.
And I tell you what, right before that throw-in, you know that everyone peed their pajamas about the ball boy. That was a foul on Masuras.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad decision.
Bad decision. Anyway, more that just further proves my conspiracy with FIFA and favoring English teams. But anyway.
Right, fun fact we've got of comment here.
The comments are flowing in. I can't keep up. I just saw the name. Fun facts are done. Oh shit! There you go.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That is a very fun fact. I don't know how you know that. He clearly knows his stuff, mate. We're gonna have to get in touch with you. Keep an eye on your DMs after. We'll definitely bring you on for the next show.
I wonder what Sudan is up to nowadays.
What do you prefer, Dionisi, English or Greek? What would you rather do the podcast in? Let us know, because we want to do it in Greek as well, so we can expand the audience a bit. But we just haven't had the chance to. So, anyways, it's up to you though. Whatever you prefer. All right, go on about PODENCE, CJ.
I mean, I think the reaction speaks for itself, man. Every Olympiakos fan is buzzing. There's nothing more to say. We just know his quality. We know what he's capable of. He's a player that we've been missing. Well, not so much this season now. The last 3 years, it's a player we've been missing. He reminds me of Valbuena a little bit because of the height. Not to sound slack or anything, but look, the experience he's going to bring to the squad, and obviously, I think he's just going to link up so well with a lot of players. And obviously, you know, he's played with Fortunis before. He's played with Madi Camara. He's played with El Arabi, so he's not a complete stranger to some of the guys there. But mate, he's such a big time player, big time signing from Olympiakos or Marinakis, mate, in Atrelos.
Mate, I'm just so excited to see him dribble at players again, man. I've missed. I feel like we've really lacked down the wing of the last few years. I feel like we've really relaxed that. Oh no way! Perfect.
Hello everyone.
You get the comment on the screen, mate.
The Capello.
I'm here. It's a Super Cup hat. My brother just gave it to me, so I thought I'd wear it. You know.
Oh, mate.
I'm here.
Anyways, what's your thoughts on PODENCE being back, Christos? Give us a quick
Mate,
rundown. PODENCE is back.
Beautiful signing. I don't know if you know, but Wolves are like broke, so they need to sell their players. But I don't know, I think it's a great signing. They stitched him up with number 56. That's probably like one of the worst numbers you could have.
No, they did that because that was his original number when he first joined.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that, but I still think it's weird. But anyway, I think it's a great signing. I think him and Fortunis are gonna be great together. That's what I think is gonna happen. That's my thoughts. And Jovetic, did not expect that one at all. I actually didn't know. Someone at work told me. They were like, "Oh, did you see Olympiakos sign PODENCE and Jovetic?" And I was like, "Mad." See, I think Jovetic will be good. You know, comes in Premier League experience, play for top teams in Europe. So I think he'll deliver the goods. And I said this to CJ, but I think that means that it's time for El Arabi and Hassan. I think they're gonna probably leave because I don't think he can compete with Jovetic, to be honest. So yeah, that's my thought.
Chris, I was just going to say, like, we've spoken about it a bit already in this episode. So, do you want to share all the thoughts that you sent me earlier? I'm sure everyone's.
Im Pong, whatever is the Korean guy, whatever his name is. I don't know his name. Whatever. Yeah, Huang.
Pong.
Huang. Is it Huang? Huang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huang. His Instagram post, I thought was like, when I read it, I was like, this is like the worst player departure worst player departure like Instagram post I've ever seen in my life. He was like, "Oh, you guys gave me slack, but thanks anyway. I'm moving on to a new challenge." And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, it was really bad.
Pong. Can't get over that.
Yeah, me too. Pretty bad.
Liam raised a good point, Chris, that regardless of what happened, he saved us a lot last season because there are games that we could have gone very differently if we didn't have him, which I agree with him. And also this season, you know, when you sign a contract, you know, you can't just, you know, cry wolf and get your ways and leave whenever you want to leave. So regardless of what's happened, he's gone now. It's in the past. We make a bit of money on it. So who cares? Who cares? The day El Arabi leaves is just going to be extremely depressing. I don't know about you guys.
It's happening. It's happening, man.
Hassan, I couldn't really care about. Except he's like the best 90-minute merchant player of all time.
Yeah, bro.
I swear,
the Forest.
80% of his goals were in the 90th minute. So I'll never forget the one against PSV in the Europa League. That was absolutely buzzing.
Insane, bro.
But yeah, I think that we have a common here.
Why is this kid laughing? Oh, also a different setup, Liam. Who's Ashley? Oh, Liam Marcos. My name rings a bell. I don't know why, but I know.
He's got the same name as me.
Yeah.
It isn't me. That isn't me.
Well, Chris, I see you have a bit of a fan base here. Everyone.
Hello,
loves you,
Liam.
mate.
Good to be back. I was just at dinner, so I've come back now. Literally, this was my outfit. And I thought I'd chuck the Super Cup hat on because it says Athens on it. So there's my bit of branding for you.
I think that about wraps it up for all the Olympiakos stuff. Now, international break. Actually, before we get into that, sorry, Chris, I want your thoughts on the Olympiakos.
The draw?
Their group for
it's
the Europa
pretty
League.
tough. I mean, we could have beat AEK Athens and could be worse, but I think it's pretty tough. I think we can definitely come second or third, which is good because that means we'll get European football anyway. I mean, Conference League, yeah, not good, but I think we could probably win the Conference League. But it is tough. I think West Ham are going to definitely, it's going to be a test for us, but I think it's going to be the game where Fortunis is going to be like, I'm going to show you guys why you guys wanted to sign me, and he's going to have a baller of a game in London. But yeah, I think it's a tough group. Same with AEK. AEK got stitched up completely. I don't think they'll probably get 1 point. That's it. 1 point. They'll manage a draw somewhere, I think. And Panathinaikos too. And Balk yeah. But yeah, it's tough.
I think Panathinaikos could get out of the group or go to conference. I wouldn't. I was saying to Liam before, out of the two, Panathinaikos have looked the more steady this season, whereas AEK have looked a bit concerning from the games I've watched. I don't think they've strengthened their squad the way they should have. I know they put a lot of funds into Levi Garcia, and from what I can tell, they're playing him as a striker, and he's just better on the wing. They don't have a clinical striker. Liam,
hey, we get to get Serbia again at least. There you go. You know what we're like in Serbia. We play good there.
That's it. So Olympiakos should pick up points against that team. I want your predictions. I know this is not really, but on AEK, where do you think they're finishing in their group?
I have a third or last. I think it's too hard. They've got obviously the toughest group. Bro, if they got drawn in the Champions League, they would have got an easier group in the bloody
I think
Champions
they
League than what they
Barcelona.
got.
I think Royal got Barcelona.
Yeah. So, anyways, hopefully they finish. Hopefully they finish third and they can go on to Conference League and do well there.
That's it, mate.
I don't think so.
We'll get into the predictions afterwards. But moving on, international football.
Yeah.
Big game for Greece. This is like the game where it's going to tell us what's happening, mate. Like, are we going to the Euros finally? Are we not? Before we get into Greece and Netherlands, Chris, tell us a bit about Cyprus. Who are they versing? What's the situation there?
God.
Yeah.
Makes me cry when I talk about Cyprus in football. We have Scotland. So it's going to be a tough game for us. Cyprus. What's half hour? I mean, I think every player that starts is in the Cypriot League. So I think that's where the problem is. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? Scotland, Andy Robertson, Scott McTominay, McGinn, like so many good players. And Cyprus's best player literally plays to our ball on. So that's just what we're dealing with here. I think that's all I'm gonna say.
Dionysi thinks Panathinaikos will crumble. I don't think Panathinaikos have quite the depth, but
we have depth, which is great.
We can wait and see. We do have depth. Chris, how many points are Cyprus on? Where are they sitting at the moment?
I think we're on 3 or 1. I think we beat. Generally, don't remember, but I know we've got 3 points.
Okay, so I mean, it's not horrible.
I'm gonna triple check this and let you know. But the group is hard for us. I think we got Spain. I think Spain's in our group as well, which isn't ideal. But
Cyprus?
Spain, we have 0 points in 3 games because we have Scotland, Georgia, Norway, and Spain. Yeah.
Have Cyprus ever been to major comp? And when was the last time?
Never. Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. So, what's your prediction with the Scotland game?
We're gonna lose 3-0.
Oh boy.
Look, I like to be optimistic, but
realistic at the same time.
Yeah, I got to be realist, bro. I mean, it's in Cyprus, which is cool, but I don't think it's in Ajax Arena Stadium too. We didn't play our ball stadium anymore, so yeah.
Well, it looks like the league.
Why don't you play in Upwell Stadium again?
I don't know why, but we played Ajax Arena because I think it's newer, so they just play there now for some reason. But yeah.
Chris, we got a question for you, mate. What is the name of your...
He's Espanol. I don't remember his name exactly, but I can pronounce it if I see it. But I know he's Spanish.
It starts with an M.
Martinez. Is that right?
Hey.
Yeah, Martinez.
Question for Liam here. Thoughts on Oliveira getting his charges for dressing up as a clown?
No, what?
What?
What is going on? What is
Oliveira? I'm pretty sure. Is he still playing for us?
Oh, that is one of the
I don't know.
I swear he went to Cyprus.
Oh man.
Moving on. Greece against Netherlands. A win will absolutely send the Ethniki buzzing. But before we get into that, we got to question what sort of drugs Gus Payet has been smoking.
Gus Payet.
Yeah, let's just go through the squad list. And the first name on the list is absolutely shocking. It's Tsavelas for some unearthly reason why that fossil is in the freaking team. I don't understand.
Wait, just quickly, have we talked about Fortounis' retirement from the national team?
I mean,
what?
I was going to talk about
when.
Fortounis retired from the national team the other day.
Liam, don't be stupid. He hasn't retired.
No, he did. He did.
Oh, really?
It was on his story, I think. Sorry, I don't think you posted, but he did.
What? Greece aren't making the Euros now.
Well, he wasn't playing for him before.
Yeah.
Hadzidiakos, Retsos.
Wait. Nah. Open the comments. What is this guy on about?
Bro, what?
What is this guy saying?
Diego Martinez getting baptized.
Uh,
Do we know this guy? He's a bit of a
Oh,
lost. He's a
man.
bit of a lost cause.
He's been on the show before, I'm pretty sure.
Can we get him on to just put what's it called to talk about the Ethniki?
No. We're not getting him on. I don't want to.
We'll do one at
professional
the
here,
end.
mate.
We'll do one at the end.
Fortunis made the correct choice.
Dionisi with a proper question.
Why do you think it's the correct choice? Obviously, he probably wasn't going to get picked. That's why he's decided to retire. And Poyet obviously doesn't like him or something. I don't know what's happened
What a
there.
flop! I got to give Gus Poyet a piece of my mind. Come on, bro.
I don't know if it's the correct. Why do you think it's the correct choice, Dionisi? Yeah, that is very true. Gosan Delios is the best talent that we've had in Greece or especially attacking talent that we've had in Greece for a very long time. Since Zolis, obviously Zolis is a bit ruined now, but Gosan Delios, mate, he's a gun. I don't know how he's not selected, man. He's like last season he was playing great football. He started the season pretty decent as well this year. He should definitely be in the team. I totally agree with that. He obviously has some sort of vision with what he's trying to do, but you've got to be putting these youngsters in, man. Like Cosandelias has to be in, Fortunis has to be in. Because if you fucking tell me Mantalos is on that list, I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna say.
I'm going to continue with the list because there's a few questionable fucking players in here. So Hadzidiakos, Tsavelas out of the nursing home, Hadzidiakos, Retsos, Koulereakis, Mavropanos, Boldok, Rota, Yanulis, Tsimikas. I can't think of any other left backs, but Yanulis is absolute gobshite. Like he's just a
we don't like that's fine because we don't really have a better
Rota as well. He's got one eye on the ball and one eye in the grandstand, so I don't rate him as a. You know that right back for Panathinaikos. I keep forgetting his name.
Vlayanitis.
Yeah, like that guy, he should have been called up.
He's good, man.
He's way better than
really
Europa.
well. Yeah.
Midfielders: Gourbelis, Bouchalakis, Siopis, Papanikolaou, Bakasetas, Mantalos.
Papanikolaou, mate, he's gone from basketball to soccer, to football. from Olympiakos basketball team to the Greek national team.
Yeah. Well, I hope that answers your question as well, Liam. Mantalos is called up to the Ethniki.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. He's struggling to get a game for Ike. He's hardly playing.
But it gets worse. Liam, it gets worse. Our attackers, Masouras, Hadziovanis, Limnios, Ioannidis, Pavlidis, Yakumakis, Funtas. Where the hell is Douvikas? Where is Alexandropoulos? Where is Kosandelias?
Where is Fortunis?
Look, if Fortunis decided to retire, because I think he knows there was going to be fassaria between him and the Ethniki, like getting caught up, not getting caught up. That just means more fucking circulation in the press, and I thought Fortunis thought he had his time with the Ethniki. Time was up. That's it. Why the hell? Hadziovanis, who does he even play for? Where is that bloke?
Yeah, Tasso Hadziovanis. I don't know. Mate, I have no idea I don't know what has happened to him after Panathinaikos. And yeah, Dionysius. I'm reading Dionysius' comment as well.
Yeah,
it's the correct choice with which I think more will follow. Shit show. It is another shit show, but it is improving somewhat. Selections based on bias and non-formal.
Hadziovanis is in Turkey. That's what Dionysius said.
Yeah, Limnios. I don't know how Limnios is playing, and Hadziovanis. I have no idea. And
look,
yeah, obviously Alexandropoulos probably should be called up as well, which is a bit concerning that he isn't.
Limnios showed that he was actually a good player for us. He was a bit of a key winger as well before the injury. So I don't mind that Limnios is there. I don't get why Hadziovanis is there. We have strikers in better form than Ioannidis. He's not in crash hot form. But I
agree
don't
with you on this.
care.
I agree with him.
Yeah, I don't care that he's there. It doesn't make sense why Vilvikas is not selected. How many goals last season did you get for Utrecht? Like 20, maybe, or whatever the case is. But the biggest things are the midfielders, man. Mantalos is just
That's a joke, man.
I
Costan
don't
Delias and
care.
Fortunis. Costan Delias and Fortunis are miles clear of Mantalos. Miles clear, man.
the
Anyway,
guy's not even a starter at Ike. He's on the bench, man.
yeah, I know. He hardly plays, man. He gets 15, 20-minute cameos, 10-minute cameos.
Because he's a Creas. But I tell you what the thing is, Liam. You can't say shit. I tell you why. Because this bullshit happened with the France game, and we didn't play bad. We didn't play bad against France, so it's hard to say that this guy's on like that Cuban cigars shit. But it's something's working. But that's why this Friday is such a big game, because like it's gonna come to surface whether it works or not. And I think something was said in the press when he was asked about why Costan Delias hasn't been selected and Marcel Graffer, basically. So what's going to happen if we lose to
What did he say? What did he say to? Did he not say anything about Costan Delias?
he basically brushed it off. Like he didn't really give an answer as to why he wasn't selected. He's just beating around the bush, sort of thing. Because if Greece lose on Friday, then our chances of getting to the Euros gets a bit more scarce than what it is.
These comments today are feral. First of all, we'll go with Dionys's comment before we read that. Delica's got to move to La Liga, yeah. So he got to move to La Liga. Obviously, he should be in the squad.
Celta Vigo.
Oh, man.
Chris, question for you. How's the roster looking for you these days around?
Roster for what? Like, what does that mean? Like, women roster? Non-existent. I'll just say that.
Oh, no.
It's not a basketball team, like, where there's a roster, bro. Like, come on. Women aren't objects. They are human beings. Just remember that.
I'm gonna mute this cunt real quick.
You just gotta stay quiet when he starts talking about that stuff. You just gotta stay quiet. You can't get yourself involved.
It's true. It's true. What do you mean? All right, come on, lad. But yeah, I think Greece are gonna actually. I think they've got a good chance. But like after you said that team, I don't know if we've got a good chance anymore. But just remember, Netherlands have the best centre back in the world, and I don't know who's gonna play. I don't know who's gonna play up top for Greece, but I don't think they have a chance against Van Dijk.
Hadziovanis is like he's gonna outjump the bastard.
Just quickly, we have no Mavropanos as well. It's important to know with his red card against France.
Yeah, right. Let's
He's
rely on
for West Ham
Savelas.
No, it
Great,
should be
so Savelas is gonna
Moretos
play.
and
Massive. Thanks, Vrushenk.
Yeah, the way Retsos is playing, I mean, it's all right.
he'll come straight in for him. So yeah.
Can
Savelas
you
is
think,
like-
Liam? Can you think of like a season centre back we could get that isn't Savelas?
Give Bar citizenship, and we'll get him.
Yeah. Doi's better than Zavelas.
Mate, Christos is better than Savelas.
Probably at centre back.
Liam, your dad's literally better than Savelas.
Anyways, let's go to the score predictions for the match. Right, everyone, chucking your score predictions.
Before that, I'm putting in a link. Share their thoughts real quick.
I think it's
at the moment, France sitting on top with 12, Greece second with 6,
yeah.
Netherlands fourth with 3. So, man, even a draw would be absolutely amazing in this game.
Yeah,
we're playing in Holland, so it's going to be tough. Score predictions are going to be released. I don't know, man. I don't want to say. I don't know, man. I don't want to say we're going to lose. I'm just not that guy. It's hard to say. I think it might be 0 or 1-0. I'm going to go with 1-1.
Oh, that was what I was gonna say.
All right,
I'm
we're
gonna
both
change
for
it.
one.
I'm gonna change it to 0-0 now.
0-0. All right. Liam.
I'm gonna say, I think we're losing this game. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be 1-0 to Netherlands. I don't think they're gonna beat us by a lot, but I think they'll
Van
put
Dijk
us
score a
past.
header. Yeah. Well, I think what's going to happen is they're not going to be able to score against Van Dijk, and they're not going to be able to score against Savelas. That's what's going to happen. Just imagine Savelas keeps Netherlands in their pocket. Just imagine the scenes. A 35-year-old man who can barely play. Can happen. You never know. It's football, you know.
This is but it's also Savelas we're talking about. It ain't happening. Liam, prediction.
He said it 1-0.
Oh fuck, you
I
did
said-
say it. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, he
My
said
bad.
it. Is there only one game this international break, or is it two?
No, there's two. So we got
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar
have-
on Monday.
Do we even have to talk about that? Like, come on.
Oh, I think we're winning 3-0. 4-0.
I reckon we're winning. We're winning 6-0, to be honest. And Savelas is going to score a hat trick. Masuras was going to go that game.
What are
think
you
we've got
gonna
some
do, Chris? What are you gonna do if the guy does score a hat trick?
Who's
Three
Savelas?
corners and he scores 3 headers, even though he
Savelas?
can't reach that high. Yeah.
I will get you to go on this pod and say that I am a beautiful specimen. That's what I'm going to get you to do because I was right. I was right about Fortunis and Ayub scoring and that contributing in the game, and they did. I was right about that coach getting sacked, and he did. So
Chris was it's a fortune teller.
you remember that when I said, "Oh, he's not going to last long," and then he didn't. That don't even remember his name. That's how irrelevant he was.
Lads, I think we have some people trying to join here.
I can't
Do
say
it?
any.
See, it's
think-
CJ that can see.
I can't say any that's popped up.
Also, Liam, what's this setup? It's different to your little like square room that you're always in.
No,
you-
it's just my bed.
And you got a scarf. You got a scarf on your covering your mouth, bro. That's what we're trying to talk, bro.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, I'm part of the Gate 7 hooligans, that's why. And quickly, whilst we're waiting for everyone, Europa League predictions for the group stage. Where do we see everyone finishing?
Do you know where I see Panathinaikos finishing, Liam?
I'm not asking about Panathinaikos. I'm asking about Olympiakos, the only team that matters.
Wait! Before we do that, we actually have some questions to ask. Answer, sorry, not ask. The first one. Speaking of which, predictions for the group stage sent in by John Cosmos. Predictions for the group stage. Let's start with.
I know whose
Chris.
sister that is.
What?
I know his sister, right?
I don't fucking know.
Isn't it your Mrs. sister? They've got the same last name, don't they?
Chris, give us your predictions, aren't they?
So like standings or like so I think first is gonna be West Ham.
Mhm.
Second is gonna be Freiburg, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And third is gonna be Olympiakos, and fourth is gonna be whatever that team, the Serbian team. Now let's just call them Serbia team. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think it's gonna be.
That's a tough one. Liam.
I'm going to go 1 West Ham, 2 Olympiakos, 3 Freiburg, and 4. I don't know the name of the Serbian side either, but that's my prediction. I think we're going to finish second over Freiburg this year.
Wow.
I hope you're right. What about you, CJ?
I'm going Freiburg first. I'm joking.
Ooh.
I'm joking.
I
Oh,
think
you know
Papia-
what?
Just
I
quickly,
don't know, man.
Papia Bukalakis wants to join. Get him in.
The link's in the comments.
Okay.
You know what, man? Like, I'm going West Ham and Freiburg equal first and second. No, that's a dumb fucking prediction. I'm just trying to be like that one guy that says the weirdest shit, then ends up being right. West Ham first. I don't want to write Olympiakos off. Second and thirds between Freiburg and Olympiakos are set in stone. And the Serbian team will be last with Goluria.
You think they're gonna get 0 points? Do you think they're
Zero.
gonna get? You think no? You think they're
I
gonna?
think
reckon,
they're getting 0. That's my.
I reckon
prediction.
it's gonna come down to the last game day. Do we? Wait, are we versing them last? When are we versing them? Oh, do we know?
Don't know. Let me have a quick look.
Because I've got a prediction that I want to say if it's because I know that the draw's out. I know that.
All right, let me get the group up. Sorry, mate.
Group A.
Well, Life Score updated their thing, so I'm a bit Europa.
I use Flash Score.
Wait. Papia Bukhalakis is in there. He is.
Give me 1 sec.
Lamia,
Bačka.
So, which game do you want to know? Which is last?
The Serbian team.
The Serbian team's versing Olympiakos last, 15th December.
Okay. Do you know what's going to happen? It's going to go down to
them home at first. That's what it is.
It's going to come down to the wire. Freiburg's going to be on like 1 point ahead of us, and we're going to. You're not going to like what I'm about to say, but I reckon the Serbian team is going to get a result against us, and we're going to go to the Conference League.
Oh, you know.
Because it'll be a nothing game for them, but to us, it'll be an important game, and usually the nothing games is when they win. So that's what I think is going to happen.
Dionisi had it right. Baka Topola. Bačka Topola. That's what.
Bačka Topola.
All right, so we're going Chrysos, West Ham first, Freiburg, Olympiakos, Bačka, Liam's the same except Olympiakos second, Freiburg third. I'm going to go the same with Chrysos for now.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, wait, I've got a question for Liam.
Yeah.
How do you think Tottenham's going to do in there? You are in there, Europe draw.
Nice question, Chrysos. I think there's a comment for you, Chrysos.
Sorry? Do you like my color? Purple's good on me.
I think there's a comment for you.
Oh, I don't know. I'll see,
Go
Joe.
look at the comment section.
we got 2 more questions here. One's from Dionisi. Got to know the reaction to the PODENCE deal. Pretty much what the show was. Dionisi absolutely stoked. PODENCE is back. Big time player.
Do we know how much?
Is a loan. He's in on a loan with an undisclosed option to buy, or at least not released yet. We don't know.
Ah, so it's a loan. Okay. But your other teacher's permanent?
Yes. He's coming on a free.
Oh, free. Look at that. They're probably
And,
not
we got one more question here in Greek. Φέτος πάμε για Europa με τέτοια ομάδα, τι νομίζεις?
answering
We've
Greek.
We've
right?
covered that. We
Yeah,
said we've got a good side. We've got what was the team? Fetos Pame or what? What was the question?
Στην Ευρώπη με αυτήν την ομάδα.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think he's trying to ask how do we see ourselves going with this.
I
team
think
in
he's
Europe.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
We covered
like-
that. We said we've got good depth, and I'm confident in a lot of players that we have in and around the squad. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. Well, that's a good question as well.
Got a good question here from Dionisi.
He's Dionisi guy, mate. I love him. Ask him a question.
If we indeed do drop down to UECL Conference League, how far do you think we can go? Man, I think we could go really far. Semi-finals, finals. But
I said we can win it.
you got to remember, man. Some really good teams drop down there.
Yes.
It's not all the weird Norwegian teams. Some quality teams are down there. I think if we did, we'd go really, really far. I think it's time to bring in.
Hello, absolute Papia Bukhalakis. How are you, boss?
Yeah, I need my predictions, mate. Where are my predictions?
There you go. We've been waiting. Tell us your predictions.
All right. In fourth, we're gonna go Bačka Topala. Shit, where are they from? Got no clue.
Serbia.
Serbia, mate.
3, Freiburg in third, obviously.
Oh, another one.
Olympiakos second, then Karabag FC number 1. Huge team. You're gonna win, mate.
I've got a few
Mafia.
more questions for you, absolute Papia.
Yes.
First of all, obviously, PODENCE joined back today.
Did he?
What's your thoughts on that? And yeah, he did. And
beautiful.
obviously, we brought back an old player. Is there any other old players that you'd like us to bring back in the future? Maybe next
Jeez.
transfer window.
My favorite question. All right. Firstly, Podence, great to have him back. He couldn't shine in the footsteps of Raul Jimenez's head injury, so beautiful. Back to Olympiakos, Nottingham Forest, like Nottingham Forest did with João Carvalho. Actually, I want him back. João Carvalho. He's back. Jeez. Old players. This is where we move. Right, obviously, number one, Huang He, big striker.
Oh, Big
Joe, yeah. Number two,
You want him
Wang
back?
Hong.
number two, Avram, obviously. If anyone's seen that Instagram story of him and his daughter, jeez. Big centre back.
You liked the daughter, didn't you?
What are you talking about, Crusos, mate? Is that Tsimikas as the background?
Yeah, bro. We're talking about the Greek national team, so I thought I'd bring him in.
Old players. Obviously, my favourite, big Bruno Felipe. Number one, mate. Bring him back. Can I think of any more? Is Zolaki still playing at Olympiakos?
Yeah, he's the keeper.
Yeah, he's keeper.
Is he starting keeper over Paskalakis?
Yeah.
No.
Old players. Let me think. Any other Brazilian players? Nah. What about Lovera? Is he still playing?
Nah, he's gone.
Didn't we sign bloody Gustavo? Scarpa?
Scarpa, yeah.
Yeah. He's a shithole.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's it. That's it for me. Karabakh number one. That's what I think.
Bravo, Papia, mate.
One question, Papia, will come back to you. Batka finished one place above the team we play in the playoffs. Still not for the yeah.
Another one from Dionisi who you joined forwarded and
What the hell? How is he there? He was the worst player. Even in the World
Wasn't he
Cup,
like
was
really highly rated at Bordeaux?
Yeah, and then we got him in and we're talking about him, and anyways, it is what it is.
Nothing.
All right.
Bufena.
Before we end the stream, Papi, we got one more question for you.
Yep.
Can you give us any updates on Andrix and what he's up to? Because we haven't had Andrix on the stream for a while.
I think he's had an affair with Vasilis Dorosidis. He had an affair with Dorosidis, actually.
With Dorosidis or Dorosidis' wife?
Oh, mate. Either one. Who cares? And he's out of action, mate. I think he got an offer from Al Dakari in the Qatar League, mate.
I only got an offer from the Nandini FC. That's what I
Oh, jeez.
Al Costa.
They've cut off all contact for him, mate. He's in the mud. In the mud.
Fair enough. And
Papia,
last question for you. Papia, will you
got-
be interested in joining our... Oh, okay. Sorry, Chris. TJ. Will you
no,
be interested in
go,
joining
go.
our stream in the future for a full stream?
Mate, I love my little segments at the end of the stream.
Oh,
so
your little
that'll
cameos.
probably-
Fair enough.
that'll probably be a no for me, thank you.
Just got rejected.
Fair
Made us
enough,
look dumb, Liam. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, good on you,
Nothing
Liam.
against you, CJ. Mate, CJ runs his show. Let's be honest. Come on.
That is true.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
But Papia, let's be honest, it's nothing without Chris, mate.
Mate, this Chrysos bloke, I've never seen a more clueless piece of absolute... Who's that? Who is that in the back? Who is that?
It's Emenike.
Oh, that was gonna be the best fucking roast of the year.
Emenike, mate. Oh,
No, go on, like, finish your roast. Let's hear it. Let's
Mate,
hear it,
I- I-
Papia Bukalakis, mate.
I want to hear your top 5 Olympiakos players of all time.
mine. Top 5
Yours, not
Oh, jeez.
not
If-
ours.
if-
Yours.
Well, let me think. Number 5's hard because I've got a lot of my players that. Oh, okay. Number 5, I've got to go for Guilherme, mate. Big CDM. I love that guy. Watching him,
That's actually a decent shout. Yeah.
he's a bit of a niche. I loved him. Good player for me personally. Up in 4th, Yanam Vea. He's provided us a lot. Is he out of the club now? I heard
Yeah, he
so.
had a ball on in Cyprus. He went to the better league.
Yeah. Well, that's
No, he
always
didn't.
my-
Didn't he go to Qatar?
No,
Didn't
he got a
go to
ball
Qatar?
on.
That's what I heard.
He plays for Bullon. He scored it this weekend.
Are you talking about Valbuena or Villa?
And Villa, mate.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Valbuena. My bad.
Not that midget. He's not even in my top 20, mate.
No, I'm being, yeah. Villa was good.
All right, number 3. Jeez. Bit of spark off the bench, mate. You got to go for a bit of Rajelovic, number 3. He was a good player for the person.
He was solid.
Who's second? Fuck, this is hard. Second, Avram, obviously. And first for me, the big Algerian. Oh, who's this?
Let me guess. Can I have a guess of this?
I've already hinted, mate.
Brownie DA.
Mohamed who? Draguer?
Mohamed Draguer.
No,
He said Nigerian, bro. So it's got to be Ethniki or like Brownie DA, mate.
I did not say
Algeria.
Algerian.
Who
I
said
said
Algeria?
Algerian because my player is Sudani.
It was shocking, bro.
Sudani, mate.
Oh man.
That is
Uh, one last question.
beauty.
Who top 5 teams are going to in the league this year? Who's going to finish first, second, third, fourth, and fifth
In the Greek Super League?
in the Greek Super League? I know it's early days, but
in the Bahraini Premier League.
All right, mate. Funny one. Fifth, I'm going to go Volos in fifth.
Jesus.
Yeah, bit of a shout there, but we'll see what happens.
See what's going to next.
Fourth, Olympiakos, I reckon.
oh damn,
They won't do. I think Polk are going to have a breakout season.
oh nice.
Polk 3, Olympiakos 2, Ike 1.
Oh,
Kick him out.
Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be close between them two, Ike and Olympiakos, but who have Ike got in there?
We'll see in 2 weeks. In the
They've got Champions League.
Mate, their stuff. They've got a Europa League. They have Ajax, Marseille, and what's the other team?
And Brighton.
And Brighton.
Oh, JG, mate, that's a killer for them.
Yeah.
They got Sarvelas at the back, mate. Oh no, he doesn't play there anymore.
Volos,
Can
mate,
I-
they come fifth.
Can I ask you about our record signing, obviously, today, Papia?
Yes.
John Joe Testori, 35 million from Nottingham Forest. What's your thoughts on that?
Really?
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Joe. Jeez.
John Joe Shelby.
Did we
John
sign
Joe
John Joe?
Testori.
Nah, I'm not.
You
I'm
signed
not
John
having
Joe
a bar
Shelby.
with this, mate. I'm not having
You're
a
not a fan?
bar with this, mate. They've accidentally put it under Olympiakos. It's supposed to be under Nottingham Forest, mate.
Yeah, John Joe
Say his name
Testori.
again. And his name again.
John Joe Testori.
Destori.
Yeah.
Mate, you're having a laugh, mate. Mate, if we sign a player with that name, he's getting no shirt sales. No shirt sales. Straight on the clearance.
Like your mate, Sudani, whatever his name was.
Oh,
Yeah, mate. Kusos, if you had a shirt, mate, that'd be selling that at the thrift shop, bro.
Bro, it wouldn't fit, but the name wouldn't fit on my. It wouldn't fit in the jersey. It's too long, bro.
Jeez.
You know what? They can. I don't mind.
Mate, they're loving it.
Yeah, bro.
Thrift shop. Absolute scenes.
That's a good song. I wear my grandma's clothes.
Jesus Christ. CJ, don't give this guy a raise, mate.
Mate, I'm
It's
getting
a non-profit organization.
To be fair, I love the backgrounds.
We're an
There's
NGO.
rumours-
We're an
there's
NGO,
rumours that
Papia.
Christos out and Dionisi in for next week. That's transfer rumors here on the Clueless Global Podcast.
Mate,
I'll find my
Chris,
letter.
keep him off the Carabag FC, mate.
Mate, they'll pay me at least. Like quarter bag.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Good man, good man.
Very good man.
We're gonna cut it off, I think, right now.
Mate, why are you
Papia,
wearing a
thank you for
Liverpool top-
joining.
Why are you wearing a Liverpool top on Olympiakos stream?
Because I came straight from dinner and I didn't want to get changed because, commitment. So I just I got the Super League
You
hat.
wore a
Super
Liverpool
Cup
top
hat.
to dinner?
Yeah, bro.
What
I was
dinner?
I was at my bro's house. Like, it wasn't like a date or anything, bro. No, I got some class.
Jesus Christ, mate.
It's got Darwin Nunez on the back.
Oh, okay, fair play, fair play. Oh, I can't disrespect that. I like Nunes as a player.
Yeah, good man. I thought you would.
Brings that spark power off the bench like Sudani.
Yeah, bro. I'm Sudani.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, that's me done. Dream.
Papia, thank you very much for joining, mate.
No
Thank you,
problem.
Papia,
Papia,
mate.
mate.
So see you in the next few weeks.
All right, see you lads. See you.
So you
Bye.
do, mate. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. Thank you Dionisi for your comments as well, and for everyone else who joined. We had quite a few comments. It was a good little laugh at the end. And I
Why are you laughing,
think,
CJ? What's wrong with Sally?
I think CJ, you need to click the button to end the stream. So
What's wrong with CJ? What's wrong with
we
Sally?
don't embarrass ourselves anymore.
Good night, everyone.
Oh man.
I've got one more photo. Good night.